Oh, hang on.
Round one, fight!
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the championship episode of Tournament Fights Best Movies of 2015 Ladder Series. This is episode 110 tonight, and yeah, we're gonna finally crown a grand championship or a grand champion of 2015. We'll see if it ends up being a movie from 2015 or if it ends up being one of our holdovers. So, but because we do have some that I'll run down after I introduce my guests here, but. I am your host tonight, Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and yeah, this will just be a half bracket tonight. So we're gonna have 32. There'll be the Sweet 16 from Part 1 and Part 2. So yeah, and this bracket's been really interesting. If you tuned in last night, it was like bad movies against bad movies and good movies against good movies, and then like it just made for a weird mix when we got down to the like Elite Eight and some of that stuff. So, but anyways, we'll bring in our guests. We have my co-host Austin Pez Howell. How's it going?
Yeah, I'm still shell shocked from that bracket last night. That was rough.
Yeah, that was an interesting one. So, but I have fun even with like bad movies. I still have fun just laughing at how bad they are and stuff like that. So yeah, it's fun still. But we also have Malcolm Lay. How's it going, Malcolm?
It's going good. I mean, it's one of those ones like in hindsight, when we decided to add the 2022 movies into it, we probably should have taken out some of those bad movies instead of doing the play-in matches. But hindsight's 2020, it's all a good idea after you do it. So
sure.
Yeah, right. Yep, but still a good time. So and then we also have Brian Nussbaum.
Howdy.
Hey.
It's going good. I love doing the championships, short episodes for me. And here's the if the films make it to the next round.
Yeah. And when, Brian, you doing the Home Alone thing? How do you do? This is Kevin McAllister.
Oh,
the
howdy
father.
Frankie.
Yeah, but yeah, and then we'll probably have a few other people jump in. Well, two to be exact, which one will come sooner than later, and yeah, so. But we'll go ahead and we'll just jump right into it. So Austin, well, actually, before we get to that, let me quickly just run down the holdovers that you might see here real quick. So we got 8 from 20 from previous episodes minus 2022, and we have 8 from 2022 specifically because we just recently did that bracket. So we want to include those as well, and also just jumping in, we got.
And I'm your first holdover. I am from the old brackets. How you doing?
Our first holdover, here he is. Yeah, but yeah, our holdovers, we got Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle, Moana, The Founder, Wind River, Rogue One, The Jungle Book, Deadpool, Hell or High Water, and those are the not 2022 ones, but the ones from 22 specifically. We have Everything Everywhere All at Once, Top Gun Maverick, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, The Batman, Weird, The Al Yankovic Story, The Whale, Glass Onion, and The Menu. And you're not going to see all of those, but if you tune into the previous episode, you'll see which ones made it here to the championship. So, but now, Austin, if you want to let us know how it's going to work today.
Yeah, so a few of those mixed in with our 2025, or excuse me, our 2015 ones that made it, not 2025. That's anticipated a couple of years from now. But yeah, so we got the Sweet 16 from Part 1, Sweet 16 from Part 2, and a championship bracket of 32 to see which takes the crown tonight and which ones from the previous years might hold over into the 2014 tournament. If any of those make the Elite Eight as well. Malcolm, like you said, is a little bit under time constraint, about 2 hours from now, so let's try to keep keep our thoughts to a quick 20 seconds or less, and we'll keep it moving so he can get out of here on time because he's running the bracket, so we can't do it without him. So let's keep our thoughts brief and quick and concise, and we'll breeze through.
We've done pretty good on the last championship one, so we'll see.
And a lot of us have got our thoughts about these movies in the other tournaments, so we can just keep it pretty brief. Since this is for part 3, so let's get it going.
Yeah. So let's share this up here. And
for some reason, the background's like all black for some reason.
Yeah, it's fine. I just hit that. Oh, that's the layover. 2 seconds, right there.
It doesn't matter too much.
Doesn't matter.
Nah,
I wasn't even gonna notice.
But dude, I have just one thing to say for this tournament episode. Let's do this.
We're going to play a wonderful game called Who is Your Daddy and What Does He Do?
It's showtime.
What do you say we cut the chit-chat a-hole?
May I see your invitation, please?
Sure. Here's my invitation.
Let's do this, Schmidt.
Yeah. Just like we always do, Jenkins.
Jacob. Sorry.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. And I want to have them answered immediately.
I mean, come on, I just don't see a problem here. Let's just do it.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm pumped.
You serious?
Hey, and then
There's Wolfman.
yeah, and
Wow.
that,
And y'all literally just started too. I thought.
we had another contestant enter the fray, so we got the Wolfman. How's it going, Wolfman?
Yeah, nice to see you all. Just came back from work, extremely exhausted, but I'm excited to do this. So
nice. Well,
so I'll just tell you what I just told everybody right before that. Malcolm's got a pretty hard 2-hour time constraint, so let's keep our thoughts literally to 20 seconds or less, if possible, especially on these other brackets. Okay, just so we can keep it moving. Because if we lose him, we lose the whole bracket. He's running it, so let's keep it quick. All right.
So Everest versus Glass Onion.
All right. So now that you're here, Wolf, you can go first.
Well, I know I've seen Everest, but it was a super long time ago, like maybe 2016, something like that. I hardly remember it. But Glass Onion, I saw it recently. I've seen it 3 times now. I really love it and enjoy it, so I'll go Glass Onion.
All right.
Yeah. JPO, what do you think?
Yeah, I dig Everett. It's a really good, true tale of, people at the wrong place at the wrong time, or at the right place at the wrong time, I guess. But I really love Glass Onion. I thought I'd even say it's better than the first one. I really love the cast they had going on here. One of my favorite movies of last year, so I'll go Glass Onion.
Yeah. Brian, what do you think?
I'm not a big fan of Everest, but I enjoy Glass Onion a lot. Love the cameos, love the whole cast dynamics of Glass Onion.
Yeah. And Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I really love Glass Onion, but I'm going to give a vote to Everest because it is really good and it's a better story that's kind of close to my heart because it's about a New Zealand climber. So
Oh yeah, sure. Well, Austin.
Yeah, I like Glass Onion. I'm definitely higher on it than Knives Out, but I actually really loved Everest. I saw it in IMAX. I thought it was great. I love a good survival movie, a good disaster movie, and I think it's really well done. Great ensemble, so I'll go Everest.
Yeah, for me, I'm just kind of so on Everest. I almost feel like maybe it got an easy path to get here, but I don't know. You guys seem to like it, so that's good. Maybe it's because of your guys' votes, but Glass Onion I thought was great. I had a really fun time. It wasn't as predictable as the first for me, and I like it better. I like some of the characters better than Knives Out, so I'll go with Glass Onion.
All right, Glass Onion 4-2. Move on to the next one.
Yeah.
All right, and Creed.
Okay, it is so funny we get this matchup because not last night, but the night before, it was down to these two to be in the finals, and I was and I was going to say Room, and everyone said, "Oh, we would have actually voted Room, the 2015 movie, if you would have went for that." But I was like, I want the 2 legacy sequels of Top Gun Maverick and Creed to go up against each other. So,
oh yeah, there you go.
Well, we'll see what happens this time, GPO.
Yeah, no, this is a good matchup here. Room, great performance by Larson. I'm gonna go with the best movie in the Rocky franchise, though, Creed.
Yeah. Brian, what do you think?
I like both of these, but I'm gonna go with the Legacy sequel, Creed.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah, I love both of these. Like, Room is amazing, but I do like Creed a little bit more. So Creed.
Yeah. Austin, what do you think?
Well, it's funny when y'all mentioned the Legacy sequels, y'all failed to mention that they're both movies when it was going against Top Gun about guys mentoring somebody where their dad died. You didn't mention that.
No,
part.
I think so. I think
Yeah.
it's Steven or someone mentioned that on the stream.
The dead dad part as well. They
Yeah.
had in common.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll go Creed. I love the Rocky franchise. I'm a Rocky guy, so Creed. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought Room was pretty good. Like, it's really tense and just kind of a really crazy story that I think is based on a true story. I think, but
Based on a book, I believe.
okay, based on a book, but Creed is just a banger. Yeah, it's just really really good. Like it's up there in one of my top like 3 Rocky movies out there. So I gotta go Creed. So Wolf.
I agree, it's top 3 Rocky movies, but I think it just barely missed my top 10 if I remember correctly. I have to remember again, but like, Room for sure made my top 10 though. Like, hands down, that was high up in my top 10 list. So I'm going to be the lone wolf and give it to Room.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
We 5-1 for Creed, and we'll move on to the next one. Got The Revenant and Dope.
Yeah. All right. So Brian.
Yeah, I haven't seen Dope, so I'm gonna go with The Revenant.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah. I also haven't seen Dope. But I'm also not really high on Revenant, and Dope is something I really do want to see. So Dope.
Yeah. Austin.
Dope's okay, but I think Revenant is literally one of the best filmed movies of the last 10 years. There's some amazing sequences, all the natural lighting, that opening sequence, it's all one shot, is pretty incredible, and it looks amazing in 4K, and Leo deserved the Oscar for it. He's great, so I'll go with Revenant.
Yeah. I do really like both of these, but I mean, for The Revenant, I really like Leo's performance, and I really like the cinematography. Other than that, I wasn't that like intrigued by the movie overall. I mean, I do think it's good, not great for me, but Dope is awesome. Like I already mentioned, it's in my top 30 movies of all time. The music's really really good. If you're a fan of old school hip hop, it's great. Shamik Moore, who's the voice of Miles Morales from Into the Spider-Verse, he's great. It's got a really great supporting cast, even some good humor and like drama and like tension moments. So yeah, I'll go Dope. Wolf.
Well, here's the question: did they actually do real dope in Dope? No, I don't think they did. While in The Revenant, he ate a real raw yak liver, and that won him an Oscar. Okay, so boom, suck it. I'm going with The Revenant.
Well, they're not really going to do real dope for a movie, I don't think. That'd be kind of crazy. But JPO.
Hey, you get Daniel Day-Lewis to play a drug addict, he will find a way to do it. Okay?
Sure.
No, I'm gonna go with what Pez said. I really like The Revenant. I think some people kind of sleep on it. I think there's enough really good stuff, whether it's from the looks of it, that opening sequence, and I think DiCaprio and even Hardy are both really great. Even some good supporter cast too, like Will Poulter, and different things like that.
And Wolf's doppelganger, Domhnall Gleeson, even.
Domhnall Gleeson popping up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I never finished Dope. I started a few months ago and then got distracted or fell asleep. One of the two. Revenant.
All right,
Yeah.
Revenant 4-2. All right, and we'll scoot her on over. Moving on down. Got Age of Ultron and The Hateful Eight.
Ooh.
All right, Malcolm.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of The Hateful Eight, so Avengers Age of Ultron.
Austin.
You guys probably know where I'm going. On any given day, Hateful Eight is my favorite Tarantino movie. It bounces between that and Django on any given day, what I'm looking for. So yeah, you guys know me. Hateful Eight.
Yeah, these movies are pretty even on like how much I like these movies. They're probably about a 7 out of 10 for me, both of them. So you know what though? just because there's 3 better Avengers movies than Age of Ultron. I'll go with the Hateful Eight. So, Wolf.
There are 3 better Avengers movies than Age of Ultron, but there are like, I think since this is 9 movies in his filmography, there are 8 movies that are better than the Hateful Eight in Tarantino's filmography. So 3 compared to 8, I don't know. Because I do quite enjoy that. Like, I enjoy both of these, but like they're both, like you said, like 7 out of 10, maybe even a little lower, like 6.9, something like that, all on those lines.
69.
But like
69 dudes.
Oh yeah, but oh man, you know what?
You know, for a Tarantino fan, you sure vote against Tarantino a lot, Wolfman, on the show. I just want to point that out.
No,
you sure did the other night.
Yeah, the other night, because it was this movie. But when we had Django in that one tournament, and we had like Inglourious Basterds and stuff, I kept on voting for that. But you know what? Yeah, I'll give it to Hateful Eight this time. Because I rewatched it, and I think that like on a technical level, it's a better made movie. Like I was I had it on in the background or something, and I was like, damn, the cinematography and score in this are like incredible. Like I was like, you know, I was watching. So
yeah. Well, just to let you know, Wolf, your mic's really crackly, but it's
it's not the microphone thing again. It's what he's talking about with his speaker. So you just need to switch to his headphones again. Once he switched to the headphones last night, it was fine. So that might be what he's doing. So switch to your headphones, JPO.
This one's kind of easy for me. I like Avengers, but I think like you guys have kind of set up, this is the worst of them because it's just kind of by the numbers. You know, the villain's okay, slightly underwhelming. It's another Skybeam with a bunch of other robots that you don't care. They're just kind of explosible.
That collapse when the main guy dies, they all just collapse.
Yeah, which is super convenient, of course. And it's a fine sequel. It's definitely not an MCU I go back to a lot. Hateful Eight, it might be my second half of Tarantino, but that's still a good thing to me because I love all Tarantino's, and this is I still think there's a lot to be loved here. So Hateful Eight definitely gets my vote.
And there's a lot of questions you could ask about dialogue and characters and things.
What do you mean? For ASAPs?
I mean,
we should do a Quentin Tarantino trivia. I'm busy looking at Jackie Brown questions. All right.
Yeah. Well,
I don't even like that much.
Yeah.
Brian.
Yeah, Brian.
Yeah. Ian Dog goes through all show some love to MC's Pinocchio and Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
With that, 4-2 for Hateful Eight. Yay.
All right. Hateful Eight.
All right.
4-2 seems to be the secret number today.
Yeah.
Sicario and Spectre. It's easy. All right. Yeah. Me first. Oh, come on. Yeah. I mean, Spectre has its moments. It's still, watchable Bond, but come on, Sicario again is in my top 100. Love Sicario. Again, one of the best filmed movies of the last 10 years. That whole Juarez sequence when they're going in there to get the cartel guys just amazingly shot and scored and edited. And I love this movie to pieces. So yeah, Sicario. Watch it all the time.
Yeah. And yeah, Spectre's probably the James Bond movie that I like the least out of all of them. Like, it's just kind of real generic for me. Like, it's just, I mean, I like what Dave Bautista's doing. I mean, he doesn't have any dialogue but one word really, but he just like, but he is just like a good menacing kind of just hulking, like, just bad guy, the henchman kind of guy. But Sicario's great. Yeah, Sicario is freaking from beginning to end. You're just on this ride with them, and like you feel every ounce of tension and then the emotion at the end with Emily Blunt when she breaks down. It's all great. So yeah, I'll go with Sicario. Wolf.
So, my logic for this, first off, Spectre, in my opinion, it shouldn't be in the championship. I think this movie is really like boring and just not that interesting. But I will say it starts off really strong. The opening is really, really good. But the thing is the opening scene better than the gunfight on the street in Sicario? I think not. That scene is just incredible, plus the ending scene, the scene where Benicio del Toro meets the family and everything. Like, there's just all the scenes in this are like just some the most iconic things, and the cinematography from the GOAT Roger Deakins, it's just so good. So yeah, Sicario for sure.
Yeah. Well, JPO.
Yeah, it's an interesting matchup in the sense of this is a disappointment in Spectre versus a really big surprise and like over expectations in Sicario. Yeah, Spectre's okay, but yeah, unfortunately on paper it should have been great. Waltz, Batista, Spectre itself, and then it just doesn't hit it. But Sicario hits it on pretty much every level here. That's why we did get in a weird way kind of a lesser sequel. But Sicario itself, yeah, is great. It pulls punches that you don't necessarily see coming. Some great tense moments. Yeah, Sicario.
Yeah.
Brian.
Brian.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Villeneuve, but I did enjoy Sicario over Spectre, so Sicario for me.
Yeah.
And Malcolm saw Sicario today. What'd you think, Malcolm?
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I mean, first off, I'll start with Spectre. I actually do think Spectre belongs in the championship. Is what you wanted the wedding ring in over it. But anyway, like I did really enjoy Spectre. Like, there's not really a Daniel Craig Bond I really actually don't like. But that being said, I have seen Sicario. I thought it was really good. It's probably about my third or fourth favorite Denis Villeneuve. I haven't done an official ranking of them yet, but I do like Arrival and Blade Runner 2049 more than Sicario. But Sicario is still getting my vote here. So,
all right, it's a sweep.
Yeah.
Sicario. All right,
sweep. All right,
sweet. Nice. All right. Scorch Trials, Maze Runner against Batman.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, Jordan.
Man, like, I really want to vote for Scorch Trials, but I mean, the Batman is just amazing. Like it's really, really good. I mean, despite where like a couple little nitpicky, they're just real nitpicky. They're not anything that big. I thought this movie was great. I mean, Scorch Trials is one of the best YA adaptations out there, but you're not going to beat the Batman. So yeah, it's going to be the Batman. Wolf.
Well, Batman is about to scorch Maze Runner. Sorry, Maze Runner. It's just incredible.
Yeah. Well, JPO.
Yeah, kind of like earlier, I got no problem with the Maze Runner movies. They're pretty easily delectable and watchable. But again, it's facing a top 10 of 2022 for me. So yeah, it's not going to make it this round. So
yeah,
the Batman.
Yeah. Well, Brian, what do you think?
I'm gonna go with the Juggernaut, the Batman. I quite enjoy the film. I quite enjoy Colin Farrell's portrayal of Penguin. Paul Dano was great as Riddler, so I'll give it to Batman.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the Batman. I have a few little nitpicks with the Batman, but all in all, it was still a pretty good movie for me. It's one I'm still going to go back to. I was actually going to go for the logic of to make the next matchup slightly easier for Pez. I was going to go Scorch Trials.
Oh yeah.
So I will stick with that, even though it's not going to happen. Scorch Trials.
Yeah, I was almost going to do the same thing and vote for Maze Runner just to make my Sicario
some strategy.
My Sicario vote in the next round that much easier. Yeah, I'll go with that. I mean, Batman's going to go through anyways, but that's fine. I'll roll with it. Although I have logic for the next one too, so I'll review that. Mad Max Fury Road and Ant-Man. Wolf. Back down to Wolf.
I mean, Ant-Man's fun, but come on, it is not Mad Max Fury Road. Mad Max Fury Road is in my top 64 of all time. This movie is incredible, and yeah, I like. Just the other day, because we've had it win the tournament, or just today, actually, this morning, I was listening to the score, and for as many of the Oscars as this movie won, it was nominated for, I still don't know how it was not nominated for Best Score when that should have won.
I know.
The score was incredible.
I drive around to that Junkie XL score all the time.
Dude,
all the time.
So good.
It's in my playlist for driving. It's great.
Yeah, so Mad Max Fury Road for sure. I love this movie.
Yeah, JPO.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of with you pretty much exactly here because Ant-Man. Yeah, I like Ant-Man. It's an easy rewatch, but Fury Road, almost like Sicario, was way past expectations. Mad Max was fine, but it was all right. It's a reboot. We'll see where it's going, and it was great, man. I think the only problem we can say is maybe Mad Max gets overshadowed a little bit, but that's not necessarily a bad thing when you still love him and Furiosa, and it's a great tale. So yeah, Mad Max.
Yeah. Brian, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Mad Max Fury Road for me. I quite enjoyed the MF films a lot. They're a great palate cleanser and have great comedy, great heart. So MF for me.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm also not the biggest fan of Fury Road. I mean, had I sort of watched the original trilogy, maybe I would have had some love for Fury Road, but Fury Road was the first one I sort of jumped into when I saw it.
I'm kind of in the same boat. I was cool with it.
Literally, Fury Road was the first Mad Max film. It made me actually go back and watch the other Mad Max.
Same, yeah.
Well, that's the thing. It did the opposite for me. Like, I didn't want to go back and watch the rest of them.
Malcolm wanted off that road.
I mean, it's just one of those ones. Like, to me, it was just basically a long car chase, and just like I like some like movies that are pure action, but I do like
Cirque du Soleil car chase.
Interesting story is sort of thing, but it's like, I mean, there's good visuals in that, but Ant-Man is probably up there with my favorite MCU movie, so I'm gonna go Ant-Man.
All right. Well, Austin?
Yeah, this one's not difficult. Ant-Man is like mid-tier MCU. It's fun. But yeah, it's not Mad Max Fury Road. That movie's epic. It's in my top 100. And yeah, I mean, just to point out the thing about Mad Max being on the back burner, he kind of is in all the movies because most of the time he gets dropped into a situation where the things around him are crazier than him and, you know, are more interesting. And when it's just him being dropped into a situation and kind of helping out. So that's always been the thing of that. And I was a fan of Mad Max movies before that. My dad showed me Road Warrior when I was a kid, like a long time ago. So I was a fan of that going into it. By the way, if you haven't seen the Road Warrior, go back and watch the Road Warrior. It's really great. It's just Fury Road in the 80s. It's awesome. So go watch it. But yeah, Fury Road easily for me.
Yeah, like I'm kind of with you, Pez. The Ant-Man, yes, it's kind of mid-tier MCU. I mean, or maybe upper mid-tier still, but I mean, Mad Max Fury Road. I was just looking up on my my top 128 list, and I have it ranked at number 34 overall. So like, it's really, really high for me. So and yeah, like I think it's just a banger. Just like the creativeness and that they have for this movie, and from the director of Happy Feet, you have Mad Max Fury Road, which is kind of like nuts. So
Babe.
Yeah,
Babe Pig in the City.
In the City.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, for him to come up with like what he did, like just the way that the cars are, the way that they have that guy with the guitar shooting fire, and like, man, it is just like a throw right. And one of the things that I also love about the Mad Max movies is that you can keep on making them forever because they're just stories of like Mad Max coming in, he has an interaction, like when something crazy goes down, they go to war or whatever, and then he just rides off into the sunset, and then you can have more adventures. So yeah, I got to go with Mad Max Fury Road.
All right.
Yeah, he made Happy Feet. Yeah.
But that being said, George Miller actually wrote Babe.
I know he wrote Babe. He didn't direct it though. That's a mistake.
Yeah. No, I mean, anyway, it's still his movie.
And I'm still waiting on that Furiosa prequel. Dang it!
It's coming up next year.
The very first movie that I ever showed my 3-year-old niece when she was 3 was Happy Feet. I'm not going to show her most of his other movies. Well,
I thought you were gonna say Fury Road. I'm like, damn, all right.
No, maybe
really bad about Fury Road. You can show somebody Fury Road. There's nothing really like.
Well, for a 3-year-old,
Happy Feet is Quentin Tarantino's favorite movie of all time.
But maybe Babe Pig in the City. You know?
Yeah.
All
right.
JPO,
Me, Earl the Dying Girl, and Big Short.
I'm sorry, swallowing my tuna sandwich. This is a good championship match here. I like Merlin and Dying Girl. RJ Sally, I think, is a real star. I enjoy him in pretty much everything. But yeah, I've actually quite enjoyed the Well, I didn't love his last Netflix one, but I've enjoyed most of Madden McKay's kind of more slightly serious, but still very comical and great casted movies. Big Short, I think, is maybe his best example of that. So I'm gonna go Big Short.
Yeah. Well, Brian,
I'm gonna go with The Big Short just because Diago beat out Moana.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Yeah,
Right.
Yes.
Man, because it's a better film than Moana.
Yeah, Malcolm.
Yeah, I mean, I like The Big Short. It's a lot of fun, but I watched Me and the Dying Girl the first time for this, and I was just blown away by how funny and amazing it was. So I'm gonna go Meet You on the Dying Girl.
Yeah. Austin.
Mirror on the Dying Girl, yeah, I saw it once, didn't do a ton for me. But yeah, Big Short, I've gone back to a couple of times. I think Steve Carell's brilliant in this movie. I love his freakouts. He's great. And yeah, all their interactions back and forth. You don't always know exactly what's going on, but you get the gist of it. But you still get caught up in the tension and the chaos and when everything breaks down. And I love that movie a lot. I think it's Adam McKay's best of his sort of dramatic second half of his career. So I'll go Big Short.
Yeah. I mean, when you have Steve Carell, Christian Bale, Ryan Gosling, and Brad Pitt, and Margot Robbie, like that is just like
in a bathtub,
as stacked as it gets. Yeah, Margot Robbie in a bath. She's not really like a main player, but
you said it like she was fifth billing.
No.
She's in it as much as Selena Gomez is in it.
Yeah, right.
One scene, a cameo.
Yeah, just for like 30 seconds or something.
And Carrie Gill as well.
Yeah, but yeah, like The Big Short is great, and I'm in on a pretty big Adam McKay kick. I do really like Me or on the Dying Girl. Also, like it is kind of tough, but I got to give it to The Big Short. That movie is just really well done. So Big Short. Wolf.
Man, y'all are breaking my heart. I mean, not too much. I do really like The Big Short, but like Me or on the Dying Girl, I was blown away by this movie. I'm just glad it's in the championship. Like I didn't think it. Like I feel like it's the little movie that could. So I'm really glad it's even here, even if it loses.
Yeah.
But this was like my number 3 movie of 2015. I loved it so much, and it was emotional. It was heartfelt. It was funny. All the characters were great, relatable. Like, just the script felt very raw and real. Like, I just loved it so much. So yeah, for me, I would go Me or on the Dying Girl.
Yeah, it's 2-4 for The Big Short. And is that it?
That's for this round.
That's all on that side.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah,
excellent.
Wow, we're making good time.
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna make sure Malcolm's not late for work.
Yeah.
All right, Hell or High Water and The Gift. Hell or High Water is a holdover from a previous year. Versus The Gift.
I'm pretty sure that we literally had this matchup in the last bracket. I think
we might have.
Yeah,
very possible. Brian.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Hell or High Water. Justice for Ben Foster.
Yeah. Malcolm.
I'm going to go The Gift because I just didn't have time to watch Hell or High Water today.
Yeah. Austin.
Let's try once again. We'll have to get Hell or High Water versus Sicario in the finals.
Yeah, that's
in
the championship.
Yeah, let's get it all the way. Hell or High Water.
Yeah, like both of these movies were like ones that I went in with low expectations, and I came out like loving both of them. I think that this one's pretty tough, but I think I'll edge it out to Hell or High Water just by a hair. Yeah. Wolf.
Yeah. So for me, I rewatched Hell or High Water the other day just because I was so in the mood for it. Like I was in that like Taylor Sheridan mood after wanting Sicario and Hell or High Water. And I still am rooting for that matchup. Really hope it happens. And by the way, as I rewatched it, Ben Foster should have been the one nominated, not Jeff Bridges.
Yeah, I agree.
I was like, I mean, he's good or whatever, but
he's just doing the Jeff Bridges thing. Ben Foster's on another level.
He was so good in that movie. But yeah, no, the Gift is really, really good. But yeah, Hell or High Water, it's on another level for me. Just was like in my top 3 of that year. So Hell or High Water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. GPO.
Yeah, I love and hate this round all in once. These are both great. So you guys have said it. I think even Jeff Bridges deep down would agree. Ben Foster deserved that nod. But I'm gonna go with The Gift. I'm gonna show that a little bit of love here, but both are great.
Yeah, all right.
Sure,
How about our 4-2, Malcolm?
Yeah.
And
I will say, don't forget Wind River is still floating around too as well. So
is
Oh
it?
yeah,
Yeah.
we got that.
Top Gun
Top
Maverick.
Gun
from
Maverick up against
2022.
Krampus.
Krampus.
Oh, okay. All right.
Compass.
All right. Okay, Malcolm.
I haven't got around to seeing Krampus. I'm gonna go Top Gun Maverick.
You get no gifts
Yeah.
for Christmas.
Yep. Not gonna have your gift stolen this year. Austin.
My number one movie of last year versus a good Christmas horror movie, Top Gun.
Yeah. Or I should say the children stole. I don't know what the Krampus does. Do you steal your children? I think, or just
Yes, you do.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, the Krampus is a fun time. Like I like it that it's a horror comedy and it's fun with like Adam Scott and David Koechner and stuff. But yeah, Top Gun Maverick was so good. Like it just I don't know. Like it made me feel like really patriotic too. Like watching, I don't know why, but just like love for the military and things.
Because it's America destroying an unnamed enemy. Mercy.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's an unnamed enemy. Yeah, right. But
just follow those orders and destroy.
Yeah, it's really well done, and especially that Val Kilmer, that like how they brought him back too. Like that was really cool. So yeah, I'll give it to Top Gun Maverick. Wolfman.
Yeah, so I watched Krampus in theaters for the first time last year and really enjoyed it. It's kind of fun, like a wacky kind of horror movie. Not great, but a good time. Top Gun Maverick, I watched in theaters, and I've seen it probably the most times of any movie in 2022. I saw it like 4 times in a theater. So I do really like this movie a lot. It's just slightly, ever so slightly, like kind of overrated just by a hair, only because it's like I don't know if it's best picture quality stuff, but it's still really, really good. And so for me, I'm gonna lean Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
There is the Krampus drinking game, by the way. Just throwing that out there, Wolfman.
Yeah.
Hey,
for maybe next Christmas. We'll see.
I don't want to be trapped in one of his purgatory hell snow globes, so I'm going to vote for Krampus.
Oh, okay. Brian.
I'm going to go with Top Gun Maverick, the first one I saw back in theaters.
Yeah. Well, it'll be Top Gun Maverick.
Yep.
Right. Still the need
Jobs
to
up
go to the
against
next round.
Suffragette.
Oh, easy.
Right.
Easy
Yeah.
peasy, lemon squeezy.
And we'll do it as a formality, but yeah, I didn't get to talk about Steve Jobs. I really like Steve Jobs. That's another really almost underrated movie at this point. Great character piece. Again, yeah, you got that Aaron Sorkin dialogue. It's riveting. I like the 3 time periods that go, and then Seth Rogen, man, dude can act when he wants to act, man. That and the Fablemans and stuff, man. Like he's really good. And but the
You'll break your mother's heart.
Yeah, chemistry between it just. This movie reminds you, like, Fassbender at one point, man, could have been like the biggest star in the world, and like something happened. I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He had that big like
that push.
It was like the Fassbender.
He made Assassin's Creed. He fucked up, yo.
Like Shane, Steve Jobs, 12 years.
Assassin's Creed and the Snowman.
Yeah, no, he was killing it for like 5 years straight, and then I don't know what happened, but I vote for Steve Jobs though, because Fassbender's good. He's a good actor. I'm rooting for the guy that he can get back to prominence.
He hasn't done anything since Dark Phoenix in 19. What is up?
What is going on, dude?
Yeah,
I mean, I know Alicia Vikander's hot, but get out there and work some more, bro.
You know what? In that case, stay home.
I get it.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, Steve Jobs is a great movie. Yeah, Danny Boyle here, Aaron Sorkin.
Isn't he supposed to be in the new Fincher movie though? Something like I thought I heard that.
Yes, he is.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe that'll help him in a Fincher.
Yeah, he is going to be in The Killer. He's like the main star of that.
That's good.
The new Tucker film, Let's Go With, apparently he's good.
Yeah.
So maybe he'll get back in the game here. So
because Steve Jobs is actually in my top 128. Like it's really, really solid. Like like some of the best dialogue that I've seen in a movie from someone who's not really an Apple guy. Like I don't have any Apple products or anything, but and also a suffragette. Like I went and watched the trailer, and I was like, "This is a movie I'm never gonna watch in my entire life." So the trailer was enough for me. So I'll vote Steve Jobs.
He took a break to pursue auto racing, a passion of his.
Oh,
Okay, I was gonna say I feel like that's got to be his decision
because his last movie was like Alien Covenant, I guess, or something like. Or yeah,
no, it was Dark
Phoenix, but he was like barely in that movie, barely. Like
yeah,
I slept through half of it. Was he in the
I don't even remember. Yeah, but Wolf, what do you think?
Yeah, like we had like a fast renaissance, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
Because it's like reconnaissance, all that stuff. Like we had that going for a long time for Michael Fassbender, and then it's just this thing started to die out. So it'll be nice to see him come back this year, and who knows, maybe he'll be nominated for another Oscar if he's like that good in The Killer. Who knows? We'll have to see. But but I've not seen Suffragette, but the cast looks really good. However, Steve Jobs is a great movie I have seen, so I'm going to go Steve Jobs.
Yeah, sounds good. JPO.
What a budget surprise! None of you men are voting for Suffragette. I didn't see it. Steve Jobs.
We were against women's rights. No. Brian?
Yeah, Dave, I'm going to go with a movie I've heard of, Steve Jobs.
Yeah. Never heard of it, but it's in the championship.
How did Suffragette get this far? What did it face?
It's nothing bracket. It went on nothing burger of a couple of matches.
That's how I got this far.
Yeah, had an easy road, but Malcolm, what do you think?
I mean, some may say it's an easy road, some may say Suffragette's a good movie. I would say Suffragette's a good movie.
You were the only one who'd seen it, Malcolm.
Yeah, you only seen it.
I mean,
it might be. I was just going by how no one else had seen it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't remember what it actually went up against, but I think it did go up against some stinkers. But anyway,
Love Rosie or something like that.
Oh yeah, Love Rosie, whatever that was.
But anyway, I actually haven't seen Steve Jobs. It's one of my blind spots I really want to get to. But that being said, I do really love Suffragette. I do think it's a good story, so I'm going to give it the pity vote. But Steve Jobs is moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Steve Jobs.
Okay.
All right.
You got the Founder, Holdover versus Paddington.
There's that bear.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, there it is.
All right, Jordan.
Well, let's see who's more lovable here, the bear or Michael Keaton,
or Ray Kroc.
yeah, Ray Kroc.
Well, okay, that's like Ray Kroc is the villain of the story. So
he's
so is Paddington with all that property damage.
Yeah.
How many thousands of dollars he causes people?
The cause,
wrecking havoc all over London. Good lord.
Yeah, like I just can't get on the Paddington train. It's just not for me. But the Founder's great. Like I want to show some love for it just because I feel like it might be a little underrated. People might just watch it because of the McDonald's of it all. But I mean, it's great with Michael Keaton, and then you got space on the other two, the play the McDonald's brothers, but those guys are great. So the Founder, Wolf.
So I think that Paddington he's an embodiment of kindness and love. Ray Kroc is an embodiment of thievery and hey, I'm going to steal this idea from two people. So like I don't want that.
Nick Offerman and John Carroll Lynch. That's it.
Kindness wins, man. So Paddington.
Yeah, but villains are more interesting.
Yeah, like if every movie just had kindness the whole way through, it wouldn't be that interesting. It'd be boring, yeah. But JP.
No, Founder is good. There's a reason it's a holdover, but I gotta vote for that motherfucking bear.
I'm sure. Brian?
I'm gonna go with Paddington this one. I quite enjoyed the film a lot. It's quite heartwarming and I had a lot of fun with it. So Paddington.
We are never gonna get away from it, Austin.
Never.
But
I swear to God.
But Malcolm.
Yeah, I really love Paddington, but the founder is very underrated, and hopefully, if we keep it going on in the tournament, people start appreciating more. I'm going to go with the founder.
Oh, all right.
Is it tie
So
or
a tie?
Well, I haven't voted yet.
Oh,
So no.
Oh, you haven't voted. Okay. Well, it will be a tie. Yeah.
No, guys, I'm just kidding. I love Paddington. It's just amazing. I've just been putting on a
holding
facade,
back.
holding it back all this time. No,
Holding back your
but,
true
but
feelings.
it's not going to matter because Wolf has the fucking tiebreaker. And it's not. Oh my God!
Well,
Come on, Michael Keaton. Michael
you always
Keaton.
switch it. I mean, come
Who
on. Like,
forgot
it's a really
this?
gripping
Always so
story.
Wait
close.
for the cage.
The biopic. Come on.
No, I understand, but so the way I'm looking at it is, one made me never, like, I made an oath to never eat at McDonald's ever again after watching The Founder. But like Paddington, it's a film that you watch and it wants to make you more kind. It makes you like strive to be more nice.
No,
While,
I
like,
wanted to punch that bear in the face.
Yeah.
so and
Quit
also,
wrecking stuff. Quit breaking
also,
shit.
I'm going to be playing by the rules because, well, okay, I know you can play by. I know that this is a ladder series and there's other things to go over, but Paddington is the 2015 movie, so
All right.
I'm going to say Paddington.
All right, remember that when you vote for Sicario instead of the Batman next round.
Yeah.
Boy.
All to the same sides.
Keep that in mind, Wolf. I'm going to hold you that.
Yeah.
The Founder made me want to get a Big
Jumanji,
Mac.
Welcome to the Jungle, up against Spotlight.
Ooh.
All right. Wolf.
See,
Yep.
but we could get like a Jumanji versus Paddington if it wins. Like, that's a good matchup. Or we could
That'd be an easy matchup.
Well, or we could have also gotten like. Now that I think about it, we could have gotten Keaton versus Keaton. But
Yeah. What
Spotlight
about that?
is on. But because I'm gonna vote Spotlight. I think this film is incredible.
Yeah. Well, JPO.
Yeah, Jumanji's a lot of fun. I think Spotlight's a worthy Best Picture nominee / winner, so I got to go Spotlight.
Yeah. Brian.
Yeah, this is pretty tough. I'm going to go with the Legacy sequel. I'm going to have a lot of fun with Jumanji.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah, I like Spotlight, but I love Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle more as a Jumanji.
Yeah. Austin.
You had a good run, Jumanji. You're a good movie. I'm going to go Spotlight on this one.
Well, I've never seen Spotlight, and had the Founder actually won, I may have just voted for it anyways to get a Michael Keaton matchup, but it didn't. So I'm gonna vote for Jumanji.
Oh, it goes to JPO.
Spotlight.
Sorry, Jumanji.
All right.
You made it a couple of tournaments, but your journey ends here.
But we do have
Yeah.
a river still somewhere.
Got the Peanuts versus Shaun the Sheep.
Oh wow!
Animated matchup.
Hey,
Okay.
I like this one.
All right, we'll start with JPO.
I got a feeling if I saw Shaun the Sheep, I might vote for it, but I didn't. So I'm going to go with the one I saw. It was all right, kind of passable, but Peanuts movie.
Yeah. Brian.
I love both of these movies, but I had a lot of fun with the Peanuts movie. It's great. Return of the Peanuts gang. Love the whole stupid subplot with the Red Baron, and I quite enjoyed the Megan Trainor saw Marilyn dancing in the film.
Yeah. Sounds good. Malcolm.
Yeah, I think I've seen Shaun the Sheep once. I honestly not too sure about it. I mean, it's a lot of like the TV show itself is a lot of fun and all that. But that being said, the Peanuts movie is really good and it's amazing. I'm gonna go Peanuts.
Yeah. Austin.
I'm going to go with the one that makes me laugh more, and I like sort of the animation style more of, and that's Shaun the Sheep. I like that movie a lot. So, Shaun the Sheep.
Yeah, I totally forgot that they had a Shaun the Sheep like TV series. Yeah,
It's built for Gomez, I believe.
Yeah, but even so, like, I'm way more of a Peanuts fan. Like, I really dig Peanuts. I grew up reading a lot of the comics. I had some of the books growing up, and I even had like. If you tuned in yesterday, I I was telling Chris about my Peanuts themed bathroom as a kid growing up with Joe Cool stuff everywhere. But and yeah, this movie was really solid. I was wondering how they were gonna or how it's gonna be with the 3D animation, because some of the other ones, like some of those Hanna-Barbera ones, maybe not so good, but this one's really, really good. And I went and saw it with my niece again, and we were dancing to the Meghan Trainor music after, and it was fun. So I'll go with the Peanuts movie.
All right,
Wolf.
Well, see, you could either have, if the Keaton movie doesn't make it through, you could think of it as like a sheep versus a bear, or dog versus bear. I don't know, something like that. Like, because Paddington versus one of these two would also be a good matchup. But I'm gonna go with the biggest surprise of that year. Honestly, I think it was like the biggest surprise, which was Shaun the Sheep movie. So,
all right, a little split, but Peanuts. 42.
Yeah, it'll be the Peanuts.
Okay.
And Crisco will be happy.
Yes, he will. He's like obsessed with that. Yeah.
All right, Wind River versus Jurassic World.
All right. Who's up first?
Brian.
Yep. I like Jurassic World, but I gotta go Wind River. It was so close. My one trade is so close. I'll go with that one.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah, I also do like Jurassic World, but I do think Wind River is really good, so Wind River.
Yeah. Austin.
This is tough. This might be the tougher one for me so far. Because Wind River's great. I've watched Jurassic World a lot, actually. I really, really like Jurassic World, and to see where Jurassic World went from the high highs of that movie to Dominion is a journey that I never thought it'd end up being. Because man, I had such hope after Jurassic World, because I love seeing the park kind of up and running, and this modern day stuff and the chaos it causes. I just think that movie's really cool and well done. I'm gonna go Jurassic World here. Actually, I've watched it more.
Yeah, well, this is where I got to get picky, because I really love both these movies. I mean, I'm a big fan of pretty much all the Jurassic Park / World movies, except for Fallen Kingdom. I don't like that one, but I mean, Wind River though, it's just so good. Like it's like, I watch a lot of movies where I just throw them on in the background, and every once in a while, there's just one that just grips me so much that I got to stop everything that I'm doing, sit down, and just like really focus and just watch this thing. And that's what Wind River did for me. And it already made my 128. I've only seen it one time, and I want to watch it again. And I think we're getting some kind of sequel to it, which is kind of weird. But so yeah, I'm gonna vote for Wind River. Wolf.
Wait, how does the sequel to Wind River work?
I don't know, but we're getting one with Taylor Sheridan coming back. So
I mean, I questioned how we're getting a Gladiator sequel, but we're somehow
how do we get a Gladiator sequel when they're all dead?
Somehow Bridge 2 or something.
It's them like battling out of hell to get to. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get it. Okay.
But no, Jurassic World, it's fun. Definitely good entertainment. I went and saw this on IMAX 3D, and it was like a really fun experience. Me and like a bunch of high school friends. But yeah, Wind River is just fantastic. It is one of the best movies of that year. It was in my top, which was 2017, right?
I remember 2017.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 2017. One of the best movies that year, top 10 of the year of that year for me. So, Wind River is incredible. So I'll go Wind River.
Wind River, by the way, not going to be directed by Taylor Sheridan, not starring Jeremy Renner.
Oh, it's not. Okay, for some reason I thought I heard Taylor Sheridan.
It's directed by the person who did Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh,
okay.
Cool. So it'll be bland and boring. Sounds good.
Well, speaking of, there's a chance that Jeremy Renner, like they said, he may not work for like a couple years because of his injuries.
Yeah,
makes sense.
They're pretty bad, but yeah, I kind of like Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Like I thought it was fun, but
not my favorite MCU series.
Yeah, but
on tier.
JPO.
Yeah, JPO.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely leaning towards Wind River here. Jurassic World's okay. It has its moments, but Wind River is the one I definitely will go to more.
Yeah.
All right. Wind River and
Wind River. Yeah. All right.
Kingsman up against Unfriended.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's
No,
I don't know.
we're gonna make it a match, okay?
Really?
You really want to?
You really want to
I
talk
mean,
about it?
All right. Hey,
are you gonna vote for it?
as Captain Picard would say, I'll note your objection in my log. Kingsman moves on, and we'll skip on to the next one.
Yeah. The Kingsman moves on because who's voting for Unfriended?
Yeah.
No one.
Nobody.
Not over Kingsman.
Not over Kingsman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not over Kingsman, but if it was like one of the other ones, like Suffragette or something, then maybe.
Yeah, maybe that.
But it wasn't that. So
actually,
It sounds like someone's name. Suffragette. What's up, Suffragette?
Yeah.
Wanna hang out?
Actually, I don't know if I even voted over that, but I don't know. But.
All right, now we can get through a finish. Maybe we'll set a record for tournament fights. We'll see.
Yeah, we might. Yeah.
Well, technically, it's a shorter tournament, though. That'd be a record for a 64 if we did it that fast.
Yeah.
All right, Malcolm, you're up first for Glass Onion Creed.
Yeah, this is a little bit tough for me, but because I like both of these, just slightly, I do have to go Creed over it though. So Creed.
Yeah, Austin.
Boring ass Mark Rylance stole Stallone's Oscar. Creed.
Yeah, yeah. Like Creed is a movie that like I want to go back to all the time. Like I'll rewatch. I've already seen this movie like 3 or 4 times, and I just with Glass Onion, it's fun, but it's a mystery. And once you solve the mystery, like how many times you want to go back? I mean, you may just for the fun and the entertainment value, but I mean, you already know what's going to happen. So, but that's just me being nitpicky because Glass Onion's still really good, but I got to go Creed. So, Wolf.
Yeah, Glass Onion's really good, but when you're talking about, you know, that wasn't high up in my top like 15 of that year, top 20, but like Creed, yeah, it's one of the best not only Rocky movies, but it's like one of the best sports movies in general. Like this movie is fantastic. So I'm definitely gonna have to go with Creed. And I agree. I still think it is a damn shame that Mark Rylance won an Oscar over.
I'm sorry, he's boring as shit in Bridge of Spies. He's one note. He is boring. I don't see
like,
it.
I don't even remember. I don't even remember a scene with Mark Rylance.
Nope.
And I can remember
everything this film does. Everything.
I can remember his Oscar-worthy scene where he's like crying in the locker room and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I that was really good. And I was like, come on, it was so sad.
Nice. JPO?
Yeah, I love me some Glass Onion, but I really love Creed too. I agree with what you guys said, kind of about Rylance.
Excuse me, this is Creed 1 and not Creed 2.
TOO FUCK So let's go for Creed 3.
Yeah.
Creed 3, all right.
Yeah. Coming to theaters in about 3 weeks.
Yeah, right.
Soon? Oh, shit.
Yeah, really. It's like March 3rd. It's coming out soon.
Wow. He's coming soon.
Yep.
But
wait, what's coming? Oh, yeah, March. Yeah.
It's like 3 weeks from now, dude. It's not that far.
Yeah. I'm excited now. But Brian?
I'll go Creed 4.
Creed 4. Coming in 2026. So, Malcolm?
I think I started it. So.
Oh, you went first? Okay.
Yeah, Creed. So Creed makes the Elite 8, by the way. So there you go.
Yeah.
Move on to the next year.
Hey, two good movies. Two movies that could be in our winter tournament as well.
Yeah.
Two very snowy movies.
They actually, I think, will be. Yeah.
Yeah, two snowy movies, cold movies. All right, and me first. Yeah, I Revenant's awesome, but again, you guys know me, Hateful Eight. Yeah, like even though the Hateful Eight's kind of a little lower on my Tarantino movie list, it's not the lowest on that list, but the Revenant just didn't really do a lot for me other than Leo's performance. I was just waiting for Leo to show up every like over and over, and then when he was not there, I was like
Like we need more Leo, but but with the Hateful Eight, I was pretty entertained by like damn near everyone in the whole movie. So I'm gonna go with the Hateful Eight. So, Wolf.
Yeah. So this time I am gonna have to vote against Tarantino because
again,
because while
I'm gonna keep chalking up how many times you vote against him in these tournaments. It's got to be at least at least 17 times at this point you voted against your
yeah.
No, I only vote against like the Hateful Eight or maybe Death Proof whenever that's like pops up. But like when it's but usually if it's like Django Unchained or Inglourious Bastards or Pulp Fiction, like then you've got some good stuff on your hands. But with the Hateful Eight, it's just, I mean, yeah, it was my first Tarantino movie in theaters. It does have that memory for me because it was the first time I got to see a Tarantino film in theaters. But it's just, there's one scene in that movie that just takes me out of it every time, and I just think it's so unnecessary. And there's just, the movie overall, it's like it's just low tier Tarantino. While The Revenant is awesome. Like this movie is so good. Great cinematography, great performances, great everything here. So, yeah, I think The Revenant is excellent. So I'll go with The Revenant.
Yeah. GPO.
It's a tough one. I'm going back and forth. I could definitely choose my vote, any given day. I think these are both really good. I'm gonna go with one just because I'm a dialogue sucker. I'm gonna go Hateful Eight.
Yeah. Brian?
I'm gonna go Hateful as well. Revenant's good, but most of it was kind of boring, so Hateful Eight for me.
Yeah. Malcolm.
This is really tough for me because I don't care for either of these movies. But I'm going to go for the one that is a little bit higher for me. And it's one I'll probably go back and rewatch because I haven't actually seen it since this year. It's The Hateful Eight.
At least it's in the goddamn Elite Eight and it moves on. Thank God.
Hey, the Hateful Eight is in the Elite
It's in the Elite Eight, and it hangs on to the 2014 tournament, too. All right.
Carrier versus the Batman.
There you go. I'm going to hold you to what you said, Wolfman, just a little while ago.
Okay.
All right. Jordan's up first for Sicario Batman.
Sicario and Batman. Yeah, the Batman's just so good. Like it's, I don't know, like it's hard to choose what my favorite Batman is. Like I don't know, like it kind of goes back and forth. I know. Oh well, yeah. Like there's a debate for a lot of things in the Batman world. We won't get into it, but this one's really really good, and yeah, like I can't wait to see more in this universe. And I think it's a little better than Sicario. So I'll go with the Batman. Wolf.
Yeah, you hold me to it. Well, let me just tell you that the third act of Sicario is one of the most intense things I've ever seen, and it was, and it's a way better third act than the third act of the Batman. So, because of that, I actually dig Sicario more than the Batman. So I want that Sicario and Hell or High Water tournament, and I will get that. Come hell or high water. Okay. So.
Sure. All right. Well, let's see what happened. Yeah.
Well, as much as I'm tempted to now vote for the Batman, no. I actually will vote for Sicario as well here. I think they're both great, but yeah, Sicario really kind of got me, man. So Sicario.
Yeah. Brian.
The better Denis Villeneuve film, Sicario.
Ooh, Malcolm.
Yeah, I mean, the Batman's fine. I enjoy it, but I'm going to Sicario.
Oh yeah, see, you did like it, huh?
I mean, I liked it better than the Batman.
Yeah, yeah. Austin.
Well, even though Sicario is the 2015 movie, but it's also the one that's in my 128. Batman is not there yet. It probably will be given time. But Sicario is there, so as of right now, it's higher than the Batman. So Sicario,
yeah.
See, it's
good. I'm not mad about
it. Clean sweep.
Yeah.
Mad Max.
You're right up against the Big Short.
Okay.
All right, Wolfman.
Yeah. So Big Short, it's fun. It's good. It's like it was, you know, a really good movie. One of probably Adam McKay's best movie in recent years. But Mad Max Fury Road is like just a mad bananas masterpiece, and like I understand because Ross too on my channel, he has the same issue Malcolm does, like, where he's like, it's just a chase movie and like nothing else. But like I've seen this movie, and I know this sounds like way too many times, but I've seen this movie like 12 times. All right, I watch this movie a lot, like a lot.
Dude, try. I've watched Hateful Eight like literally 50 times, bro.
And it's like
not even like I'm not even exaggerating.
like
It's not even funny.
like this movie I've seen so many times, and I've seen all the cuts. I've seen the black and white cut. I've seen,
who's calling? You got to answer it live on air.
The black and white cut. I've seen the colored cut. There's even a silent film cut. I even watched that. So there's like all the different kinds of cuts that I watched, everything. And I can tell you that, yes, it is banana gonzo action, but like within that is hidden metaphors and allegories and like deep, like,
all right, inner brackets. Welcome. We got to move on.
Yeah.
Like,
inner brackets.
So for me,
Mad Max, I get it.
Yeah.
I got you.
So for me, I would actually give it to Mad Max here.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep it short, but JPO.
Yeah, I like Big Short, but Mad Max Fury Road, I like that much more. Is that short? Mad Max.
Yeah. Malcolm's on the time crunch. Got to keep it short.
Yeah. Brian?
I'm going to keep it short to Big Short.
Oh, there you go. Malcolm.
I like all the hidden metaphors and stuff in The Big Short.
Yeah, there's a lot there too. Austin.
I almost want to champion The Big Short over Mad Max Fury Road because I really do like it, and there's a chance that movie can get my 128, but I'll still go Mad Max.
Yeah. Oh, what a day!
Yeah.
Oh, what a lovely day! Let's go for Mad Max Fury Road. Let's do it.
Mad Max. New City Elite 8 moves on. Yeah. So on the side so far, we got Creed, Hateful Eight, Sicario, and Mad Max hanging on to the 2014 tournament.
Okay.
All right, Hell or High Water and Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah. All right. Who's up first?
JPO.
Honestly, the one that intrigues me more is Hell or High Water.
Yeah. Brian.
The one that's it's my ringtone, Top Gun Maverick.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's you. Okay. Malcolm.
So I really enjoyed Top Gun Maverick, but just based on the fact if Hell or High Water moves on, I'll have a chance to see it when we get to 2014. So Hell or High Water.
Yeah, that's true. Austin.
Two former tournament winners. Top Gun.
Yeah, this one's close, but oh man, yeah, like almost flip a coin here, but I think just by a hair, I got to go Top Gun. Wolf.
And then for me, I'm going to lean Hell or High Water. I want that matchup, and I hope we can get it.
Well, we'll see because it's a tie and it goes to Brian, so it's up to Brian.
And he has the ringtone.
Yeah, Top Gun Maverick.
I thought it was JPO that was the tiebreaker.
JPO already had the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
He has Spotlight, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you've still got Wind River coming up, so
Yeah, you still got that.
Steve Jobs and Paddington. Brian.
Let's keep the Cardinals going, Paddington.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Still haven't seen Steve Jobs, Paddington.
Austin, where are you going to go?
Steve Jobs is the way better written and acted movie. Steve Jobs. My God.
Yeah. This is kindness versus kind of meanness almost, but
Steve Jobs is pretty mean in that movie.
Yeah, he is. And I'm going to go for meanness tonight, so let's go Steve Jobs. Wolf.
See, I'm of two minds here because wants to see Austin and Jordan's reaction when I put through Paddington, but then when I vote Paddington, but then
Is it really better than the writing in Steve Jobs?
But then another part of me though realizes that because of the spite vote for Hell or High Water, that Steve Jobs could potentially beat Top Gun Maverick. So,
Well,
so you know what? Because of that, I've put Austin through enough. Steve Jobs.
There you go.
Ain't over yet. JPO.
Yeah, JPO. Yeah.
It ain't over, baby. They gotta go for that bear, Paddington.
Oh, okay.
Another tie, I think, right?
Fucking Malcolm. God
Another time, here's the Malcolm.
Have
Have you
Come
seen
on.
Steve Jobs in the last minute and a half?
Oh,
God damn it.
made me like knock my
I
freaking
tried,
earbud out
Austin, I tried.
with that match.
Spotlight Peanuts movie.
All right, Malcolm.
Malcolm.
Yeah. I mean, I love Peanuts, but Spotlight is just a little bit higher than it for me, so Spotlight.
Yeah. Austin.
Spotlight.
Well, I'm going to put the spotlight on the Peanuts movie because I like it better. So, Peanuts.
Well, you said you like it better, but you haven't even seen Spotlight.
Yeah, I haven't even seen it, so I can't really say I like it better. It's the one I've seen.
It's still correct. He likes it better because he's seen it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
But no, I do think you'd like Spotlight. But I am definitely leaning Spotlight here. So.
All right. JP.
Yeah.
Can't wait for Spotlight 2 where they finally figure out why the Peanuts parents talk like that.
Yeah.
Gotta do that undiscovered story. Spotlight gets my vote.
Okay. And Brian.
I'll go with Peanuts.
All right. So 4-2 for Spotlight.
Every time my
Sorry,
mom
Scott.
talks, I just have the wants in my head. I don't hear a word she says.
I think we got Wind River, right? Wind River and what's it up against? Ooh, Kingsman. That's a match.
Man.
Right.
Ooh.
Me first.
Versus Matthew Vaughn.
This one's tight. I'm just going to go by the one I've seen more times overall, Kingsman.
Yeah, man, this one's tough. But yeah, like Matthew Vaughn, like I'm not like thinking, or I'm not remembering all of his filmography, but the ones I can remember are great. So
His first three movies, Kick-Ass, Kingsman, and X-Men First Class, all awesome.
Those three. Then you throw in this one here, like the dude knows action like really well. So I got to go with the Kingsman. Yeah. Wolf. What do you
I
think?
agree, and I'm excited for Argyle, but just so we can not only have a potential Wind River versus Sicario matchup, but also Wind River versus Spotlight is actually kind of a cool matchup if you think about that. I am going to go with Wind River.
Yeah. GPO?
Yeah, I like both of these a lot. The dog agrees; they're both really good, but I gotta go Kingsman.
Yeah. Brian?
Wind River had a great run, Kingsman.
Yeah.
Malcolm.
Yeah, Kingsman.
Kingsman.
Yeah, Wind River had a good run from 2017 until now, but yeah, that's where the journey ends.
Which means Hello Water is the only holdover that's moving on, isn't it?
Hell or High Water did not move on.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
That's right, yeah.
The only holdover we're going to have is Top Gun Maverick from 2022.
Yeah, from 2022 now.
Which Jordan, I'm going to let you make that poll and explain that.
Sure, yeah. I'll explain it. Yeah.
No, I mean, just like, hey, here's our Elite Eight from our 2015 tournament. Top Gun Maverick, what other choices? What?
Yeah, which is a holdover, yeah.
I had to write that down in our previous winner tournament. Let's see. Previous winners, yeah, Top Gun Maverick, when we get to 128, winner of the 2015 tournament.
Yeah. Well, let's make it win the whole thing just for fun. No.
Two-time winner.
Yeah. Who's up first now?
You're up first, Jordan, for Hateful Eight and Creed.
I think I got to go with Creed just by a hair. I think like that movie just it's so good. So, yeah. Wolf.
See, but this one, Austin, you can't even be mad at because you're a big Rocky guy. You love Creed.
I'm a Tarantino and a Rocky guy, though. You know that.
Yeah.
No, I get that, but I'm a
easy.
Tarantino guy though. But like Creed was just the better movie overall, so I'm gonna go Creed.
Yeah. JPO.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep it quick. I'm going Creed.
Yeah. Brian.
I'll go Creed as well.
Ooh. Malcolm.
I'm now imagining Tarantino directing a Rocky movie and how much blood it's going to have and how much.
That's so much blood. Yeah.
Well, it would just be somebody gets punched and their head explodes.
Yeah, right.
But
like when they shoot off Wolf, when they shoot off Senor Bob's head, when he shoots him in the face, it just blows up.
Yeah.
So Tarantino directed Rocky movies.
Next movie.
Yeah. Well, Austin.
You know what I'm voting for, but it's not moving on.
Yeah. It'd be Creed.
But at least he's going to hang on to the next tournament. So.
Creed gave Tarantino an uppercut. So
yeah.
Sicario versus Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh, fuck.
All right, Wolf.
Man.
You got to go first.
Oh,
no.
Fuck me. Okay. This is like
Sicario. 10 seconds. Let's see.
Oh my god!
You make up your mind that fast.
Both of these should be okay. Mad Max Fury Road's best movie of 2015, so I'll go Mad Max Fury Road. Damn it!
Yeah. JPO.
Yeah. Oh, this is one of the toughest ones again. Mad Max.
Yeah. Brian.
Outside Mad Max, Sicario.
It's gonna be interesting. Malcolm.
Sicario.
Austin.
These are both around the same in my 64. They're both around the 40-50 range. Sicario.
Well, one's really high on my 128. The other one's not quite in my 128. So I gotta go Mad Max Fury Road.
Tie to me. So, Sicario.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. I think Mad Max deserves that.
Mad Max just won the last tournament last night. Relax.
Yeah, but it deserves to win the whole thing.
Again in 2 nights?
Yeah.
Well, the Top Gun Maverick doesn't deserve to win because it won the night before.
Well, it deserves to win this one.
Wait, the night before it's undetermined.
Anyway, Top Gun versus Paddington. Who's first?
JPO.
The one that came out this year, it wears its heart on its sleeve, destroys the enemy, Paddington.
Well, Top Gun Maverick does almost all of that, except it didn't come out this year. Brian?
I'll go with the one that had a Star Wars. It's almost like a Star Wars flight at the end. Top Gun.
Yeah. Malcolm?
I mean, Top Gun Maverick's already sort of moving on. But I think for the championship, moving from this year has to win, so Paddington.
Austin?
Top Gun.
Yeah. It's got to be Top Gun. Like, easy. No question. Wolf?
Dang it. I know who the tiebreaker is too, but Paddington.
Yes, you do.
So you could change it and make an actual 2015. You can make an actual.
Am I ever going to change it to Paddington? No, I'm never going to. Never. You can pay me.
I was already about to. Click
yeah. Top Gun.
Well, the J14, so we'll see it there.
Yeah.
Spotlight and Kingsman. Brian.
Kingsman.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Malcolm.
Kingsman.
Austin.
Kingsman.
Yeah. Kingsman. Wolf.
Just because I already know where it's going to go, I want to show Spotlight some love. So Spotlight.
Yeah. And JPO.
Kingsman.
Yeah.
No, we're not voting on the Kingsman. We're voting on Kingsman.
Oh, my
Yeah,
bad.
the Kingsman.
The Kingsman will be in our spy tournament next Monday. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It won't take it very far, but it'll be there.
All right. Back over to Creed and Sicario. Malcolm's up first.
All right. This is our final four. I like it.
All
I
right.
like these 4. Oh man, these are tough.
Creed.
Sicario.
Yeah, I gotta give it to Creed. Wolf.
And I got to give it to Sicario.
Well, no,
GPO.
GPO.
Sicario.
Well,
And
Brian.
Brian ran away right when we were doing the speed round.
Yeah. You're gonna need his vote, I think.
Sort of. He either
Is
votes for
it a tiebreaker?
Sicario and it wins, or he votes for Creed and it goes to Wolfman for the tiebreaker, and he would probably vote for Sicario. So not necessarily, but Brian.
Yeah, well, are you on Creed Sicario?
Yeah.
Creed.
See, there we go. And it goes to it's a tie to Wolfman, though.
And
you could switch it.
And because Creed was almost a winner the other night, I want to make Sicario that way. So let's go Sicario.
Yeah. Sicario. Yeah. Nice. All right. Sicario fucking rules. All right, Top Gun and Kingsman on the other side. To me, let's go Kingsman.
Yeah, I think here, where like I don't use that logic very often. I don't like doing that because I didn't make the turn to just say let's just vote for the one from this year. But I think I do want to just see 2 from this year go in the championship. So Kingsman. But Wolf.
Plus, Top Gun Maverick now won a tournament. Has Kingsman won a tournament yet?
Can't tell you that. You know you can't tell you that.
I'll never reveal it.
Okay.
I never reveal that information till the end. I'll let you know though, because I got my list in front of me.
That's
I
true.
know,
but because it won a tournament so recently, and I don't know if Kingsman won or not, I'll vote Kingsman.
Yeah. Yeah.
I kind of want to show Kingsman some love, get in that finals.
Yeah. Brian.
Kingsman.
Yeah.
Malcolm.
Kingsman.
A clean sweep for Kingsman. All right. Our championship for 2015 down to
That's a good
Sicario and
championship.
Kingsman. Yeah, it's a good. That's 2 good movies. I like it. All right. One a little more grounded and one a little more comic booky over the top. So almost kind of opposite in subject matter, but yeah. All right. Jordan, you're up first for Sicario and Kingsman.
I mean, oh man, this is tough. Oh. Well, I need to rewatch Sicario. I've only seen it once, but I've seen the Kingsman like about 5 times. And I have the poster behind me. But you know what though? Sicario is freaking great. So I'm gonna go Sicario. Yeah. Wolf.
Come on, Wolf.
I may rewatch Sicario tonight just because I'm in that kind of mood now. After watching Horror Island the other night, but yeah, I just think that as far as I know, I don't think Sicario's ever won a tournament, and also I just think that like this is truly one of the best movies of 2015. So I gotta go Sicario.
Yeah.
GPO.
Yeah, Kingsman is a lot of fun. I look forward to continuing this actual franchise, not that prequel. With Sicario, man, I think it's another beast. Sicario.
Yeah. Brian.
Although Kingsman based on that whole church scene battle alone.
Yeah, like does have a church scene. So, Malcolm.
Yeah, I need to rewatch Sicario. I've only seen it once.
Yeah, like just barely, like today or yesterday.
I mean, literally just before this. But I do like Kingsman a little bit more. So I'm married Kingsman.
Yeah. Well, Austin.
And a movie I love so much that I've championed for so long that I've turned people on to is finally going to win a goddamn tournament. Sicario.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
There it is.
Let's do it. Fuck yeah. Let's go.
Mega
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. Sicario. There it is.
Baby.
Oh.
That's what I'm talking about. It's about goddamn time.
The movie that like I feel like like diehard film fans have all seen, but if you're a casual fan, maybe you haven't. So
that's what I mean. It was a surprise when it came out. I remember me and my ex going to watch it and just going to see it because I was like, oh, it's a drug cartel movie. Like I like all the actors involved. Del Toro, like we were big Benicio Del Toro fans, and Josh Brolin. Good cast. But then sitting down to watch it, like. I remember when we first saw that Juarez scene that I know I talk about it a lot, but with that score, and when they're just doing the flyovers of Juarez and when they're just going, and I was just like, I looked at her and I was like, what the fuck is going to happen? Like, oh my God, like something crazy. Wow. And after you'd already seen the opening scene where they uncover all the bodies in the drywall and you're just like, what is going to happen in this goddamn movie? Like, what is going on? And like, I was on the edge of my seat that whole movie. I think that movie's brilliantly done, like all the way through. Just incredible.
So good, dude.
And that's like you said, that cinematography, Roger Deakins, man, he could have won for that too. You know what I mean? Like it's excellent. Like that whole movie's excellent.
And Johan Johansson, rest in peace. He did the score.
Yeah, great.
It was so
great.
Good.
That score is so good. And the sequel is missing that Emily Blunt factor of the outside person looking in on the fucked up things that's going on in that movie. You know what I mean? Like the dirty tactics. You need that.
I will say
factor.
Day of the Soldado though. While I was disappointed, I do think it's better than Kingsman: The Golden Circle. So,
the Golden Circle does have Elton John.
Yeah. Well, we can talk about that because Kingsman: The Golden Circle will also be in our spy tournament on Monday, as well as Kingsman, which will have another shot on Monday in our spy tournament. So you never know. So it's going to get another shot very, very soon. Yeah,
it's a good thing that Scar won. Yeah, because Kingsman will get another shot. Yeah,
Kingsman will get, a couple of these movies that we saw will get another shot, and also that tournament. Just to not to get ahead, but that's gonna be the closest thing we get to like all the James Bond movies are gonna be in there. So if you guys have ever wanted to vote on all James Bond movies, all of them are gonna be in there. All the Kingsmans, all the we actually are gonna put all the Jack Ryan movies in there, so those will be in there. The Austin Powers.
Is Guest Spark gonna be there?
No, I don't think so.
Probably not, but maybe it should be. But
it's just about CIA agents, not really about spying as much.
And now here's
Johnny English in there.
I don't know if we do.
I don't think he's not really a spy. I don't know.
It's sort of like a spy.
I think he's a spy, but
I Spy with Eddie Murphy and Owen Wilson.
That one. The one on the chopping block that we forgot, and we're like, well, we don't know what else we would take out. So.
I mean, is Spy in there?
Yes,
My Spy with Dave Bautista.
Most of the movies that have spy in it, other than the Spy Kids movies, because we just axed those last minute. Because
so
it's like
Spy Game.
We're not 5-year-olds, so we're gonna axe Spy Kids. All the sequels to make room for other things. So more adult movies.
We had some Jack Ryan movies we didn't have in there, and that kind of thing.
Hey, Spy Kids is a good movie.
But here's a question for you because I want to go back and start rewatching some James Bond movies. Do you have the original Casino Royale in there? Because it's not really like
no, because it's kind of like on that chop where it's more of like a satirical movie. It's not really like a spy. It's a comedy. It's like it's a very weird movie.
I mean,
I don't need to watch it.
It's not considered. It's not
an official James Bond movie. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Well,
I mean, but in saying that, I think. From what I haven't seen it myself, but I think it might be good to watch to see how watch it anyway.
Yeah. Well, eventually I get around to it. Yeah, for sure. But we'll do some plugs and that'll do it for us tonight. Maybe we'll let Malcolm go first. I know like we got through it pretty quick, but in case you got to jump off, you can do your plugs first.
I mean, talking about Kingsman, maybe at least one or two, both of them will come up on Sunday when I do on Rankum movies based on comic books, which are non-Marvel and DC. Well, yes, Kingsman is kind of Marvel. Basically, what it is like none of the mainstream Marvel superheroes in there, but the imprint stuff of those two companies count in this list. Plus all the other companies and comic strips and manga and all that too. So Peanuts may come up too. But you can also find me hosting trivia on Full Metal tomorrow. I've got a Disney animated match with Brian competing in it. And we've also got a movie release dates match with Austin competing in it. So
nice.
Two great matches, and then I'm everywhere else. So
yeah. Sounds
well,
good.
I want to say I'm confident I'll do really, really well. I tend to not go with my gut like I should in movie release dates. I don't think I'm going to go 36 for 36 like the Back to the Future match. Let's put it that way. but I'm going to try. I'm going to try.
Yeah. Well, we'll go back to Wolf for some plugs. Where can we find you?
Yeah, I am not the Scott Mance when it comes to movie release dates. That's for sure.
Pretty good, but I get tricky. Where I get tricky is anything after 2010. Or yeah, I get tricky. Like recent stuff, I get a little tricked about stuff I haven't lived with for a long time. So that's where I get tripped up.
Yeah, for me it's like the opposite because I'm
good with older movies.
Younger, but it's harder to come up with like the older movies for me. But
yeah.
No, you can find me on my YouTube channel, Mega Movies, where this weekend I'm going to continue my Scream review series. I'm doing Scream 2 on Saturday, so that'll be fun leading up to the release of Scream 6. And I'll even have Austin on for Scream 3.
Yeah, because you know how much I love Scream 3. I defend it.
Which, by the way, I also invited Jordan on that too. So
I love Scream 3.
We're jumping on because I'm a big fan of Scream 3 too. So yeah.
I think we'll also.
Yeah. You want to wait?
Well, I'll plug this other thing. We'll also be doing our monthly mistake. Probably not this weekend, but next weekend.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Okay, I could have plugged it too. Scream 3 and our monthly mistake next Saturday, not this Saturday, probably. My Bloody Valentine 3D for our February movie.
Yeah, drink along. Yeah.
February drink along.
So that'll be fun. Plus, a lot more other great stuff like the Last of Us after show and other things on there. So you guys, you guys can check out all sorts of great content. But I do got to get going though because I have to do the laundry and do some other things real quick, and then
and go watch Sicario. Sounds good.
Yeah, yeah, you can go watch Sicario. Yeah,
I'll go watch Sicario tomorrow. I don't give a shit. I'll put that shit on tomorrow.
I mean, we Wolfman carried out. I thought it was just recreating Unfriended.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, pretty much. Yeah, I'm gonna be rewatching Unfriended and honor.
There you go. Sure. That one will have another chance in our found footage tournament eventually. So there you go. We talk about it then.
That versus the rich.
Yeah. Well, thanks again, Wolf. Appreciate it. So
yeah. See ya.
But
all right, JPO, what you got going on Pierce?
Yeah, over at the Piersco, as always, doing some movie trivia, countdowns as well. You'll see some familiar faces on that. Over at Pierce Wrestling, we're doing similar thing. We got some wrestling trivia, rather, exclusive matches, interviews. I've also been on Facebook ranking the Florida Top 100. That's getting me some heat and some praise. That's
I've seen some of that. That's getting a little people getting real fired up over that, aren't they?
Yeah, that's been an interesting time.
I'm enjoying looking at it going, man, I definitely haven't reffed on the Florida indie scene in about 5 or 6 years. I don't recognize a lot of these guys. So
they come and go often, man. Every year it's going to be an interesting list. And but I'm looking forward to doing that again next year. We're doing it even bigger next year. So I'm going to keep that going. And hey, I'll pop up on here from time to time, and I'll even pop up on Malcolm's channel. I'll be on that comic book episode. That'll be a lot of fun.
Well,
and also
I pitched a countdown for me and JPO to do later this month to coincide with Cocaine Bear doing Animal Attack Top 10.
Yes.
Oh yeah, there you go.
How much of an Animal Attack guy I am. So let's do our top 10.
That's got to be soon too. That's soon too, isn't it?
That's February 24th or something.
I mean, funny enough, spoilers. I think I've got that planned for a poll for a ranking episode too.
Nice.
So
there you go. Yeah.
Well, you gotta have me. I did the damn tournament on here, Malcolm. You gotta have me on for that.
Well, I mean, if it wins the poll, then I probably will. So
if it wins the poll, I don't know if it'll win. We'll see if people are into it as much time. But regardless, me and JP will do a little top 10 Animal Attack.
Absolutely, cast that over as well. I think the next.
I thought you were going to say top 10 cocaine movies, Austin, for a minute.
You can do that too. Scarface, Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall Street's good. Jonah Hill was saying he did so much fake cocaine, like he actually got sick from it.
Boogie Nights has a lot of cocaine. What's his name? Colin Farrell does a lot of cocaine and Horrible Bosses. There's a lot of cocaine stuff. There's plenty.
Anywhere else will catch me playing trivia on this channel's Patreon. Join that.
In just a little while.
We're gonna film it. The first one's gonna be pre-recorded just to to smooth out some bugs, but it'll show up in a day or two.
There you go. Catch that soon. And I'll see you in a
Yeah, sounds good. Brian, where can we find you?
Yep, I competed most trivia spaces earlier today. I filmed a match against Steve Mesa and Jack of all Trivia. Did pretty well there. I'm going to be on Full Metal tomorrow during the animation. I have a match coming up against Tato and Dill Pickle MCU Trivia. I appear here sometimes. I think next time on here, the Trade 14 tournament, if I'm not mistaken.
That'll be next month, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's pretty much where you can find me.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, thanks again. You did yours already. Austin, well, I'm gonna.
Yeah, no, I mentioned most of the stuff, but like after Full Metal tomorrow night, the movie release date match, me and JPO and Jacob Barber and Richie will be doing our next Lonely Marks wrestling episode. We'll be doing an old school ECW draft. So old school ECW, we'll be doing a little draft, and then we'll be making cards out of that draft the following week. So that should be a little fun. I'm sure we'll talk some news and things like that as well. And Jacob and I on Saturday night, we don't have the Spy tournament. We pushed that to Monday. So, but you can still hit the notification bell for this channel and watch me and JPO, or not me and JPO, excuse me and Jacob on a podcast about movies, do our top 10 Marvel films, not MCU, although it can include MCU, but Marvel. So that includes, X-Men, Punisher, Blade, things like that outside the MCU. So we'll see where our rankings go on there. So me and him will be counting those down.
Yeah, nice.
Should be a lot of fun. Tune in. That'll be at 6 o'clock Eastern on Saturday night.
Yeah, we can get a little preview because a week after the release of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, we're going to be doing the official Movie Hero Network's official rankings of all the MCU properties. So we're going to be doing all the movies, all the TV shows, and just doing an official ranking. So yeah, if you want to get a little preview, tune in to see Austin and Jacob talk about
which movies I would probably
stuff.
have in the S tier. A couple of that'll make that 10. Yeah,
yeah. And as always, you can find all things for the Movie Hero Network at Movie Hero 2121 on Twitter and Instagram, and you can find a lot on my personal Instagram. If you go to Jordan83616 on Instagram, and then you'll be able to find an actual poll for the Elite 8 finally for this championship episode the next day or two. And if you want to know why Top Gun Maverick's going to be there, I'll explain it in the poll. I won't say it here, but I'll also explain it in the poll to everyone. But and then we do have a Patreon, which we mentioned the trivia that's coming up in about 1 to 2 days. It just depends. It'll be my first kind of upload like this, so and I am getting ready to make a new tier. I haven't done it yet. It's going to come within the next 1 to 2 days, but we're going to have a $1 tier so you can watch the trivia. Because if I could, I would put this right on the YouTube channel, but it's got some quite a bit of copyrighted clips and music and stuff, so it has to live over on the Patreon, unfortunately. But it'll only be $1 to tune in for the next 3 months. If you get in the next 3 months, then you have that $1 price. So it'll probably be like the end of April or so, and then it'll bump up to $5. It won't be too much more, but you'll get that $1 price for life though if you get in now. And anybody's eligible to play. You do not have to be a member of the Patreon to play, but you do have to be a member to watch it. So, and then we're also gonna be doing some podcast episodes over there. We're doing some movie one sheet poster giveaways, that sort of thing. So just watch for that. And then just a little preview of what we have coming up. I'll just make it quick because I already talked about it a lot this week. We had 3 episodes in a row, but we do have that Spy tournament coming up that we already talked about. That'll be on Monday. But then we also have Malcolm's Top 128 Part 1 that's going to be on Tuesday. So we'll have that coming up. We have a De Niro versus Pacino match that's coming up. We have Steven Shepard's Top 128 Part 2. And then instead of a tier ranker or tournament fight that Friday, we'll be doing RMCU. So actually, it will be a tier ranker technically. That'll be there that Friday. But then we that following Sunday, February 26th, we're going to be doing the second half of our animation tournament. So it'll be 2017 until now. So we had to split the 2000 in half for that one. So yeah, just tune in for that. That's a short little preview of what we have coming up. And yeah, this was a fun time. So we finally got to a championship, which was a movie that was actually from 2015. So that kind of makes sense. So yeah, but yeah, that will do it for us here tonight. So thank you again, guys, and for Brian Nussbaum, for Malcolm Lay, for Austin Pez, for the Wolfman, for JPO. I've been Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we will see you next time.